Hi, in this lesson we're going to be animating a very squishy bouncing ball. The lesson material is going to get you through approximately half of what you're going to need for your project, and the rest of it you're going to create on your own without my guidance or telling you exactly how to do everything. It's best to look at the student examples that I've provided for you in the online classroom. This will give you a very good sense of where you're heading. So if you haven't done that yet, it would be best to pause this and go ahead and have a look at those and then return here. The first thing that you need to do before we begin animating is for you to create or get an environment. I'll show you a couple of examples on how you can approach this. For one, what I have here on the screen is an environment that I drew right within the program. And over here, looking in the Layers palette, you can see that I have a bone folder for my background, and I just have a number of layers in here. Lines for the sidewalk, the street, bushes, and the sky. And I even put a car in the foreground, which was not within this background bone folder. It's on the top of the layer stack because once I draw my bouncing ball, then I can have the ball behind the car. Okay, and if I rendered this out very quickly, you can see what this would look like. This is what would show up in the stage area, and the ball could be bouncing behind the car. Now here's another example. This is all borrowed images from the internet. So here's a rendered sample of what the environment would look like. And in the layers palette down here, you can see that there's the T-Rex right here. Wooden car is actually right here. The Woody and Buzz characters are over here. And the living room image, which is taking up, the entire stage area. Let me delete the living room layer. I'll just click on the trash can there. All of these borrowed images that I got off of the internet had transparent backgrounds, and that's why you didn't see anything behind them looking at that living room environment. If you decided to go this route, this is how you bring images in. For one thing, obviously, you need to get the images and put them on your hard drive, and you have to know where you put them. And then you go over here into the Layers palette, click on the new layer icon, and choose Image. So here's the one that I want, and I'll click Open. Now this doesn't fit, but I can scale it. I'd go over here to Transform Layer, and then I can click on one of the little handles here, stretch this out in that direction, and maybe shrink it up. Let me zoom out and shrink it up in this direction so that it's still overlapping that stage boundary a little bit. That way when I render it just as a sample, I can see that there's not going to be any white space anywhere along the edge. That wouldn't look very good. So that's all you need to do as far as borrowing images if you wanted to go that route. And the nice thing about having additional props is that you could also animate them too. Remember, before you begin creating your background, go to the Style menu, click on the Reset button, and up here in the upper left corner, Reset All Tools. So put your environment together and have it ready. I'll pause now and continue in the next video.